Alrighty, how you doing, people? Let's get this verse of the day. Ezra 8:21. Then I proclaimed a fast there at the river of Ahava, that we might afflict ourselves before our God to seek of him a right way for us and for our little ones and for all our substance. And go ahead and meditate on this. Trust in God when facing a daunting task. Humble yourself and seek his guidance through prayer and fasting. He will provide safety and blessing. He is always ready to hear and provide. Call on his name and trust in his protection. Alrighty, that's pretty good. And go ahead and pray. Heavenly Father, show your strength in my life so that your name may be praised. I ask this in the name of Jesus. Amen. Nice. Sometimes I got to remember to relax when I start these videos. You know, there's so many things I deal with, so many things I be wanting to talk about, and eventually, I always get on here and start saying the same things, and I be trying to talk about new tactics I've been dealing with to let y'all know the amount of effort they put into torturing certain individuals. And yeah, it's not about worrying about what they do, but sometimes, when your harassment as bad as some other, and I'm not going to sit there and say, harassment is worse as mine now, because I know other people out there dealing with the same type of harassment when it comes from a whole community, where every single person you walk past looking the opposite direction, looking down. If they do look at you, they mean mugging you. They got a frown on their face. They, in Pittsburgh, they like to, a lot of melanated people, my brothers, brothers and sisters be do that obnoxious spit, not just a regular spit like you got phlegm in your mouth, or, you just regularly spitting. No, they like they go above and beyond like that. It's ultimate disrespect, bro. It's like they want to show you psychologically, they don't mess with you and they think that you're a trash person. Say it to my face. Y'all the tough guys, right? Y'all the badasses. Why everything y'all do is so secretive? Why everything y'all do is such in the shadows? If we're the cowards, we're the lame, say it to her face. Say it to her face. Stop using indirects and subliminals and think I'm going to fear you. Think I'm going to think otherwise. Think I'm a coward, or I'm a softie, or whatever the case may be, when you're using indirects and subliminals to let me know how you feel. Say it to my face, bro. I don't respect y'all. Y'all perps, y'all evil witches and warlocks. I don't care how tough y'all think y'all are. Y'all need a whole community to torture the real strongest in y'all communities. Understand, TIs, you have a strength they'll never be able to obtain. Why do you think they use any and everybody? Most people think they doing the right thing. Most of these people know what they doing is evil. Other people are just, no control over their minds, so they're easily controlled and manipulated to do whatever. Y'all, these people will never be able, they'll never know what it's like to live in a location and have people making sounds all over you or all around you. Certain frequencies, certain consistencies. You go in and out of stores. You got somebody running out the store at you. You go into the line. Every time you go to a store, willful incompetence. Hey, you say it clearly. Hey, can I get this item? And they say, oh, you want another item? Like, playing at the cash register, no matter what store you get to. You just got to see the same games, willful incompetence, people taking their time, playing at the cash register. It's so crazy how the reasoning and the rumors and the lies is that we're narcissists or we're the bad people, when it's like we're just minding our own business. We're living our life. We're doing whatever you got to do to make it in this demonic world. And every day we step outside, we got to deal with Truman Show. And I can't speak for every TI, but it's like even to the point where you think you gonna get clothes. You don't know how many times I done bought socks, bought new outfits, bought new shows, or bought new shirts and shorts, and in this city. Just imagine you got people who live around you. As soon as you get a fresh new pair of clothes, the net you go to work, come back, there's holes in your shirts, socks is disappearing, holes in your drawers. You literally just bought them. You know, no one will really understand the amount of torture one person could go through. So that's why I don't. This is why I'm in the mindset of really not giving a crap about what anyone has to say about me, bro. I don't care if I get to the point where you're seeing me wear the same outfit, you know, the same clothes, the same shoes until they fall off. You don't know what it's like to get fresh new pair of Jordans, you know, $300, you know, $400 or whatever the case may be, or some expensive shoes, and then you wear them 2 times and then you put them up for like a week or so, and then when you pull them back out, there's holes in the bottom of your shoes. Like, come on, man. Y'all can look down on me for not really wanting to shape up. You know, even when it comes to me shaping up, I can't go, you know, I'm kind of crappy at shaping my own, you know, facial hair up, but I try. You know, I try to make it look decent. But you go to a barber shop, say you want it a certain way, they, you know, give you a totally different cut from what you asked for. Your sideburns or your sides be uneven. You know, it's like, you know, this is why I really don't care when it comes to Pittsburgh or my outward appearance. I know internally I'm a good person, you know, and y'all doing whatever y'all can to diminish that. You know, for my perps who's watching, bro, say it to my face, man. I don't respect none of y'all using indirects and subliminals and playing these social games thinking I'm going to care about what y'all doing, bro. I call out the things y'all do for entertainment, to show the rest of the world the amount of effort people will put in to try to drive you to insanity. That's my job, you know? And one thing that comes with speaking about this type of crap is dealing with ultimate evil. You know, witches, warlocks, you know, y'all want to speak about spiritual things in this world, understand. There's people who really practice dark things, and they're in your own communities. They're people with money, people who the community look at as some type of, you know, hero or whatever the mindset y'all have when it comes to wealthy people. I mean, and it's not all of them. I know there's people out there who are really hard workers. You know, I know there's even like, one thing y'all need to understand, there's a lot of targeted individuals too that had very good jobs and had to a point, like even myself getting $1,500 a week. You know, there was a point in my life where I was getting money. You know, but you got these demons all around you making it to where you're not able to live life how you wanted to live life. It's almost like we're living life on extreme difficulty. You know, everybody else in society who's not dealing with these demonic attacks are just living life on normal difficulty and gamer terminology. You know, and you got all these demons playing with your lives. They're the modders. They're the cheaters. You know, they're the ones that have to go, you know, got all the money, all the materialism to do whatever they want and what they choose to do. Torture people like us for fun. You know, I done made mistakes, man. I say it all the time. I've done things I'm not proud of, things I can't explain to y'all, things I can't get on this internet and say, but the only thing I will admit to is that I'm trying to change. I want to be better. And I understand when it comes to this program, y'all really, it's not about us being bad people. Y'all really just want us to die in sin. There's no forgiveness with man. You know? But then being a TI, when you start to realize they have nothing but criminals around you, you know, it puts a whole new spin on things. So y'all allow these evil people to live comfortable lives as long as they destroy other people's lives. You know, how does the real community feel about that? I guess it's just all the same to y'all, right? You know, you're not going through it, so it doesn't matter. You know, I got to a point, you know, where I used to care so much, I can't care no more. So many people out there suffering. So many people I wish I can help in all different type of ways. And you got evil people with the ability to change the world, bro. And all y'all do is psychologically destroy people and waste your time hating on people. Y'all not doing nothing beneficial to the planet. Y'all not leaving back a legacy or anything. You're not helping the people. No, you're only destroying everything like a cancer. You know, wasting all that time hating on me while people around in your community still disappearing, still dying, kids still disappearing, females still disappearing. How many times? I keep saying it because it's the truth. I'm not trying to spread fear. I'm trying to open up people's minds to the real devils. A lot of the times y'all feel like y'all doing the right thing. You're protecting the community, but you're just creating, or you're just targeting a created monster from the government. Let that sink in. You know, y'all are not hunting down anybody. Y'all will never, me being harassed all the way into death, bro, y'all never gonna stop crime and chaos and disorder within your own community. You know, because the main ones making it possible for us to be tortured is the same people setting y'all up for failure. The same people kidnapping your people. You know, and I hate to say the same thing and repeat that over and over again, but it's like, it just feels like we just live in a heavy programmed world, bruh. Like, it makes no sense the amount of torture I deal with on a daily basis, man. And y'all won't go after the people who even got you slaving for $1. You know, you send your kids, you know, like if you try to keep your family off the grid, you know, you have a waterborne, you know, child or whatever, you don't take it to the doctors, these people will come to your homes with guns drawn talking about give up the baby. There's all type of stories, you know, they don't want you to hear about that, but go ahead. You want you want to think you free and you can do whatever you want to do in this world without some type of control. Go ahead, have a kid in your crib. Don't get it checked out. Don't have it, man. They probably won't even know nothing about it. You'll just wake up with cops out your door. You know? Y'all will never understand the amount of torture that these people do to us. You'll never go after the real terrorists, the real killers, you know, the real pedos, the real rapists, the real killers, because they're the ones telling you how to live your life and telling you what you need to do. Telling you gotta die to, you know, you can't live heaven on earth. Only they can. And their heaven is watching people go mad and watching miserable people suffer. You know, like, come on, this is hell on earth and y'all can't see it. You know, my chosen ones, you know, my people who see the truth, y'all see it. You know, my mental's so messed up from this program. Like, I be wanting to talk to people, especially in the comments. I be seeing y'all. You know, I comment every once in a while, but man, my head is so damaged from this program. Things I won't admit. But it is what it is, bro. They show me what it's like, man, for people who want to change, people who want to bring some type of light to the world. They show you, man. They don't want that. This isn't a world full of positivity and change. No, this is control. You know, this is a world ran by control and fear. And whenever you're somebody who wants to bring some type of light to the world, oh, best believe they're gonna try to dim the heck out of your life, your light, well, your life and your light. You know, every time I deal with harassment, when I see the level of torture I go through on a daily basis, it's just like I no longer feel anger for these people. You know, I just know y'all never attack the real devils. Some of these people know they've been pimping out their families for generations. There's a lot more sellouts than the celebrities you see on TV, than the politicians. You know, there's a lot more sellouts than y'all realize, and there's whole communities of them. And I'm here to share my story. I'm here to let you know, don't matter how crazy I sound, I already accepted that title. I accepted the schizophrenic title, or whatever the case may be. I don't believe in mental illness. You know, I believe in people have abilities to see the unseen and see more than the average mind. I don't believe that, you know, there's always a title for people with gifts that can't be explained by the human mind. You know, I feel like a lot of these gifts that people have, ADHD and all that stuff, is just is unique and good characteristics in people. It's just we don't live in a world where people can bring out the good out of those gifts or whatever, or conditions, or whatever you want to call these things. You know, we don't live in a positive world to where we can train those abilities. And I feel like if we had the proper care and love, you know, we could literally live heaven on earth. I could tell these demons, whoever these evil things are, bro, y'all don't capture monsters. Y'all capture good-hearted people and you turn them into artificial monsters, while real devils sit behind the scene and laugh at everything. You know, y'all over here wasting y'all time hating me, and then the elitists, the people on top who got you, you know, oh, look at them, there they go, killing another one, killing another person who could have brought light to the world. Look how stupid they are. That's why they don't lift their fingers to kill us no more. This is why the best death is defamation of character nowadays. This is why they just rather watch you suffer and die from the inside out. These people don't even have to lift a finger. They'll get your own people to do it. They'll get people in the community to do it because they so goddamn bitter. They so goddamn miserable. And y'all want to project that on us. And it's like, bruh, I don't like these worldly titles. Y'all be labeling people. Yeah, I understand I'm not in the greatest position. Yeah, I understand I might be living a certain way, but I'm not angry. I'm not miserable. You know, I'm not hateful. You know, the things I do, most people might call me a man child or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, I'm just living life. You know, I know I can do a little bit more. I know I can get better. You know I can do certain things to, you know, better my life. And I'd be receiving indirects and subliminals talking about that. But only if you knew the things that they really be doing to me. You know? Instead of watching our every move, instead of worrying about what we're doing, worried about the people who's living these fantastic lives. Well, do me a favor. Look at some of these downtown buildings. All these downtown buildings you see. You don't ever think about walking through them, seeing what you find. You know, these people be doing evil right underneath your nose, and then having the community's eyes on people, not a threat to anybody. If anything, we're a threat to ourselves sometimes, you know. You know, our brokenness, you know, and at the end of the day, I know more than anyone or more than anything that our minds is our biggest enemy. And these people know that, you know. I know it's not the whole city torturing me, but it's a mass majority of them. And it's also my own mindset, my own behaviors what also pushes people away from me. Yeah, TIs, they got us under controlled reality. It sucks. Wherever you live, wherever you go to work, wherever you frequently like to chill, whatever things you like to consume at stores, best believe they gonna do things to you to make it to where you know you're hated by all. But really it's calculated plans, you know, it's gossip, it's slander, you know, it's the fact that they always have you in a controlled environment. They're playing with your mind, color synchronicities. It's all, these people understand our bodies, our minds, our spiritual missions. You know, they understand the soul, everything. This is why this whole world, bro, is meant to throw us off of our path. You know, but I'm learning. You know, I'm learning, man. Even when I decide to speak truth, I could just tell when these demons be getting mad. Just angry, indirects and subliminals. He's always talking, walking past, you know, just start throwing out cuss words. Like, y'all really show me real demons. You know, I catch people staring at me all the time. You know, I catch people acting weird. You know, I might just post a couple of clips, you know, at the end of this video just to show y'all. Color synchronicities. I think my story is about to be full, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just post a couple of clips at the end of the video. People just staring at me, acting weird, playing these weird social games, man. Like, oh man, dude, only if y'all knew. You know, red color synchronicities, people doing the same thing every day. The real community, the people who don't really know about this program and who believe in the lies and gossip, y'all will never understand why we appear to be bad people when it's just a constant, you know. And it's hard, right? It's hard to stay positive dealing with this torture, because not only you're trying to work on yourself, but at the same time you're dealing with some of the most insane, demonic, weird attacks, and you're still trying to live in the community and, you know, mingle with people and act like everything's normal, but it's not. It's not. Everything we deal with, it's not normal. And these are the same people slandering the other people. Oh, he's crazy. He's not normal. He's weird. He's this, he's that. And these people in the back scenes just manipulating and plotting and scheming and orchestrating everything, man. That's why I'm so adamant about speaking about this. This program, I can tell they just wanted me to lay down and die. Y'all wanted me to get whatever type of disease and just, you know, develop some type of misery. And, you know, this was a reaction y'all wasn't predicting. Y'all didn't calculate for it. Y'all didn't expect me to have my channel reach real people. You know, and I'm not saying there wasn't real people on my channel before, but best believe there was a lot of these bots. even through making videos. And even now when I told about how the rooms around me be dirty, now everybody cleaning their rooms around me. Now everyone leaving their doors open, show me, oh, look, our rooms are clean now. Y'all are weirdos, bruh. Y'all are weirdos. Like, it's just so crazy how the world will never see the communities, the real weirdos that y'all have living free. Like, it's just insane, bro. Like, y'all energy vampires or something. Like, I feel like y'all literally children of Satan. Like, I feel like there's children of God and there's children. These people, y'all have to be children of Satan, bro. Y'all had to be some children of some dark entity, some demons or something. For the longest, my excuse for not wanting to believe in demons or angels or whatever the case may be, because you don't see demons responsible for children disappearing. You don't see demons responsible for kidnapping females and harvesting people and trafficking people. No, you see humans doing that crap, man. You see humans doing that. To me, humans are some humans are demons and some humans are angels. And some people are just stuck in between the balance. And I feel like those are the ones who are going to deal with some of the most insane demonic attacks. Because you're trying to figure it out. You're trying to understand. The whole time it's a spiritual war. It's a battle over your mind, body, and soul. And you just trying to live life. I don't know why I had to be born in a world like this, where it's so much confusion, so much manipulation. I just want to live life peacefully. I don't care how lame I sound, how soft I sound, how weak whatever the story is about what y'all think about me. I'm tired of living in a world where it's so judgmental. I just want to live life in peace. I just want to be able to find me a female, settle down. I'm not the type of dude, I don't mind talking to brothers, but at this age of 35, I'm trying to chill with a female all day, you feel me? Like, I definitely want relationships. I definitely want brothers to be able to express myself freely and, have some type of tribe thing going on. I respect that. But at the end of the day, a man, we need to be with our other half. And I can tell through females, they destroy men. You got to remember, T.I.'s like majority of the world is facing control. And they target females and children the most. Our harassment is nothing to the grand scheme of things. People don't even wake up to this reality that these people are secretly kidnapping our babies and our females. Like, and that's scary to think about, man. And when you start to think about that, here all the indirects and subliminals. Oh, you're lying. You're this, you're that. Oh, he's just high today. It's just like, come on, man. You're just crazy. You're weird. Because you acknowledge real control. You acknowledge real sabotage. You acknowledge real demonic behavior. And when you really come to that conclusion, when your mind and your soul, you really start to wake up to the truth, the attacks are just going to increase and get worse. And I'm just speaking from experience. Like, I'm trying. Some days it's harder than others. Some days I just be wanting to walk around and start laying people out. Just start busting people. Oh, you think I'm a bitch? All right, bam, bam. Just start laying people out. But I know at the end of it, spiritually, every time I get to that point, bro, it's like, I don't know whether it's God, whether it's an angel, some positive entity. I just know it. Every time I get to that level of about to lay somebody out, stop. That's what they want. Stop. That's what they want. Stop. Like, it's like something always stops me, bro. Like, I'm the type of person where I can't stay angry. I might be mad at somebody and then 5 minutes go past, I just forget about it. I've always been that type of person, bro. And people always say, always had the face of, you're angry. And, always been that guy. Like, why you look so mad? And I'm not mad, And then what makes you mad is that, yeah, you are mad. No, I'm not. Like, what makes me mad is that you keep questioning me about it. I'm not angry. I'm just vibing out. I have that type of energy, man. I have that type of energy where I just, people assume that I'm just angry, But I'm not, man. I just have a low tolerance for BS. I'm I'm not playing these social games. That's why I feel like my harassment is so bad in Pittsburgh, because I'm not playing these social games with people. You know, I'm not, you know, y'all don't like me. If there's a whole group of people who don't like me, fine, bro. I'm not going to please you. You know, I got people, even at this job, people laughing in my face when I'm having a conversation. I don't know if it's because my beard not really lined up, you know, a little fugly. Maybe I be looking a little fugly, but stuff like that make me not even want to waste my time and talk to people. You think it's a joke. You want to sit down and laugh in my face when we have a conversation, then screw it, bro. I'm not going to waste my time. I'm not going to entertain your obsession with wanting to I don't even know, bro. Like, it's just, I'm not entertaining people's BS no more. I'm over it. You know, if I'm a negative person, if I'm such this and that, and stay away from me, bro. I promise you, I'm gonna stay away from you. But they got to show you the synchronicities and constantly trying to get in your face, and you know, come on, man. Real narcissists, bro. They don't care whether they get the attention of you being negative or, you know, or you being positive. So at the end of the day, they want you to worry about them. It's like, I do not care, bro. You know, cool. And if y'all calling me the narcissist, y'all calling me the messed up person, cool, fine, so be it. Watch me stay over here and mind my own business. I promise you, I won't bother nobody. I won't talk to nobody. I will lock myself in a room every day. But they got to show you that they'll literally have people right next door and locking themselves in a room and doing stuff to bother you all day. Like, it's just like, it's in. Time this dude acting like he was on the phone, meanwhile he was recording me. I went up to the front of the bus. Look. The whole time he was on the phone, he was holding his phone, he aimed at me, and I got up, moved around, and I saw he was recording the whole time. This nigga was aiming his phone, recording at me the whole time, bro. These people are weirdos. Bonafide weirdos. The whole time he was on the phone. And I was wondering, because you know how they like to do, they like to aim the phone at you, right? Man, I was like, bro, why the fuck every time I get up and move, this dude aiming his phone at me? Weirdos, bro. Sitting on the bus the whole time, aiming his phone at me. And I was like, man, let me get up, bro. I feel like this nigga recording me. Lo and behold, this nigga recording me. I moved to the front of the bus. He gonna move to the front and he gonna aim. He gonna switch seats. Like, he was on the left hand side, right, holding his phone, aiming at me. And then I moved up to the front of the bus, and then he gonna switch seats and sit behind me and start recording. And so I went behind him. Like, look at that. And then he recording, bro. Like, y'all weird as hell, bro. Y'all straight weirdos, dude. The whole bus ride, nigga just aiming a phone at me, recording me, acting like he on the phone the whole time. Meanwhile, he just recording me the whole time, bro. Niggas are weirdos. Like, he literally had his phone to his ear like this, like he on the phone. And it was like he was facing me the whole time, and I'm just thinking in my head, I'm like, bro, why I get this feeling this nigga recording me? And I get up, and then, of course, you see all that. Like, bro, it's like, man, dude, it just does not stop. It was funny, too. A thought came in my head where I was like, let me show people how when you get on the bus, they just have niggas recording you. Like, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. It's like, it's never, like, is that serious, bro? You go to a whole new area. There ain't nobody on the bus. So they gotta have this nigga on the bus. The whole bus ride, the 30-minute bus ride, this nigga just aiming his phone, acting like he talking. Meanwhile, he just recording the whole time. Like, oh my goodness, these people are weirdos, man. No matter what time I leave work. I actually left work a little late today. But you're still gonna get the "we've got your plan." Ready for it, guys? Oh, sorry. We've got your plan. Oh, it's a green light too, so it's already there. It's either gonna come this way or that way. It doesn't matter. See the same thing regardless. Watch it, or you'll miss it. You ready for it? Look, and then look right here, you got your red, blue synchronicity. Always got to have somebody there. And then you ready for it? We've got your plan. Oh, Pittsburgh, such a dead city, dude. We've got your plan. You know, up here, no matter what time, you about to see a dude in a red shirt. Come on, where this truck is, opening up the door, doing dumb shit. Look, already I can see him. And why do you see the same thing every day? I don't understand. You know? And I'll come to this spot at different times. You know, I'll sit in Giant Eagle. You know, I'll sit in Giant Eagle till 9 sometimes. Oh, sorry, y'all can't see. But look, always got to see the dude doing the same thing, bro. I called him out before, if you remember. It's 8:23. Don't matter if it's 8:30. Don't matter if it's 8 o'clock. When I come right here, I'm going to see this dude playing with this truck or talking to somebody. Every fucking time, man. But we're the crazy ones. We're the crazy ones or weird ones, but you got people doing Truman Show all day, every day. People watching you like a hawk. You're not doing nothing to no one. But everybody acting like you a problem. And you doing nothing to nobody, bro. That's irritating. Look, what'd I say? What'd I say, bro? These people are weirdos, man. Straight weirdos, bro. This is what the community really is. Just a bunch of evil, satanic, devilish people. And look, the dude goes to a red car right there. Come on, man. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. What the fuck is, what are you looking at, bro? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? And the only place you can go to is a place in the middle of the bridge for a little peace. But you know, this color synchronicity is always going to be right behind you. No matter where you go as a TI, bro, you got to see these weirdos. You know, the main thing that sucks about gang stalking is that majority of the world is just filled with crazy, gullible people who just believe in anything. This is what the world is filled with. You know? But anyway, the world is just filled with programmed people who can't see between the lines. You know. Look, so not only you got the red, blue, and then you got the red, blue. You see the perfect synchronicity? Just